On 5 on your side at 10.
Shooting, scene is not secure, medic unit around.
St. Louis police officers injured on the job.
Police officer shot.
For delusional subject.
The city's top cop sounding off after a welfare check into Bolivar Place turns dangerous.
Not having to see a lot of policemen running in.
The officers and suspects sent to 2 area hospitals. We're live with what led to the gunfire. Thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Brent Solomon. Tonight, 2 St. Louis police officers were hurt after police say the 71-year-old suspect opened fire. He, too, was injured in the altercation. 5 on your side's Robert Townsend has been covering this story since it broke. He joins us live outside of Barnes-Jewish Hospital. Robert, how are the officers and that suspect doing tonight?
Hey there, Brent. Chief Robert Tracy says his 2 police officers and the suspect are expected to be okay. Now, the 2 officers are recovering here. The suspect tonight remains at St. Louis University Hospital. Gunfire rang out inside an apartment at Winter Garden Apartments in the De Bolivar Place neighborhood Friday afternoon. News quickly spread that 1 St. Louis police officer was shot in his arm and shoulders. Another officer suffered cuts on their hands.
I got scared and ran off on this lot.
Jillian Atkins and many of her neighbors couldn't get inside their apartments because police put up crime scene tape and entered the suspect's 3rd floor unit. It all happened in the 5700 block of Kingsbury Place, just blocks away from Forest Park.
Not having to see a lot of policemen running in.
Police say officers went to the apartment building for a behavioral health-related call. They tried to approach a 71-year-old man as emergency responders arrived. A police source says the suspect's sister told police her brother was experiencing delusions.
I seen when they brought him out. At some point, a struggle ensued, and the subject fired a handgun that was concealed inside of his pocket, indoor sweatshirt hoodie.
Fellow officers put their wounded comrade in a patrol car and rushed him to Barnes-Jewish Hospital. Initially, police thought a 3rd officer also suffered cuts. However, they later said that was not the case.
Our officers' families in there, and the officers are being treated.
This was the 4th officer involved shooting in 3 months.
They taking risk for a lot of people out here.
These injuries could have been worse, and thank God they weren't.
Now, the officer who was shot is 44 years old. He's been on the force for 15 years. The officer who suffered cuts is 38 years old. He's been on the police force for 10 years. And tonight, that is the very latest. We, of course, will stay on top of this. We're live in the Central West End. I'm Robert Townsend. 5 on your side.
Robert, be sure to stay with 5 for updates. We'll provide them on air and online at KSDK.com as well as on the 5 on your side app.